Hey there, this is Aaron Chen. Welcome to my video. If you're watching me right now, then really you're here because you know that the internet is powerful and you want to learn how you can leverage the internet and create income for yourself. Okay, that's the bottom line, right? Now, I'm not here to waste your time. And I'll basically tell you really the things that you need to think about and consider when you want to build an income through the internet, okay? So the first thing is you need to decide for yourself what is it that you want to what is it that you want to sell? What is it that you want to promote, okay? Because whatever you decide to do online, you're always going to have to promote one of three things. You're going to have to either promote a product, a business, or a service. That's pretty much it. If you look at the internet, if you look at the Googles, the Facebooks, people on eBay, whatever it is, most people are promoting some sort of product, business, or service, right? So it doesn't matter what you do, but these are really the three main categories that you can work around, okay? Now let's talk about the actual, dynamics of how this actually works. So first of all, you need a website, right? You need to actually physically build a website or have a website on the internet. So you're gonna have to figure out how to get that. Once you have your website, you have to decide how are you gonna deliver your product to your customers. So you have to have some sort of product delivery mechanism, right, on the back end. The other thing that you have to have is you have to have a way to accept people's payment, right? So, if somebody lands on your website and they want to buy, your dog training or whatever you're selling, you have to have a way for them to put in their credit card information so that you can then make that transaction and then deliver that product that you're selling or service that you're selling to your customer. So you have to have that figured out, okay? Once you've got those three things figured out, you have to figure out how to promote your business, right? You have to get your dog training or whatever you're selling in front of as many people as humanly possible. Because think about this, right? Your business on the internet is like an island in the middle of the ocean. So the ocean is the internet, your business is the island, right? If you don't build bridges to your island, if you don't build lots of bridges to your island, people are never going to know that you're there. So even if you had the most amazing dog training product or whatever you're selling, right, people aren't going to know about it because they can't find it, right? And that's really the big problem that a lot of people have when they first come online. They think, oh, all I need to do is build a website, have some sort of product, and people are going to find me, miraculously find me, and then I'm going to make lots of money, okay? Unfortunately, building a business online just doesn't work that way, okay? So if you're serious about earning income on the internet, you need to understand that you need to get your business or product or service in front of as many people so that they actually see your stuff, they like it, and then they buy it, okay? So pretty complicated stuff if you think about it. I just spoke about four things that you need to focus on, right? You need to focus on building your website, you need to have a payment mechanism, and you need a delivery mechanism, and you need to promote your business. Four things. That's a lot of stuff, okay? Now, if you're serious about building your business online, you're going to understand that doing all that can be quite complicated, okay? And even if you're a very smart person, and I'm sure you are, it's still a complicated process because it's technical, right? You're on the internet, a lot of moving parts. It's not as simple as a lot of people think, okay? So what you really need to do is you need to get something where the first three things that I spoke about, right? The product, the website, and the delivery mechanism and the payment mechanism, whatever it is, it needs to be there for you already. That means you shouldn't be spending your time or wasting your time trying to figure out all that stuff, because if you do it, you're going to be doing it for years, literally years. It's that complicated, okay? Some people are great and they figure it out quicker, but for the most part, it's going to take you a long time to figure out that stuff. So get that stuff sorted, have that in one place already, and then all you need to focus on is understanding how to get that thing, your product or service, in front of as many people as possible. That's it. Which means that all you need to do is learn how to become an amazing marketer and promote this one thing that is already there for you, okay? Everything else is taken care of. So, after a few years of fiddling around online, having a lot of failures, not really couldn't really figure out what I was doing wrong, I finally figured out that formula, okay? And I focused on just my marketing skills, and it's made a massive change in my business and my life, okay? Now, if you want to see what I saw a few years ago, all you need to do is click on the link right below this video. It's in the description box. You'll see a little link there, okay? Go to that link, put in your name and email address, and you'll actually find out exactly what I'm talking about and how you can actually get access to that very same system and business that will actually have everything for you, and it'll teach you how to become an expert marketer. Then you can go and promote any product, business, or service you want. Okay, then the sky's the limit. But the first things first, you need to get good at marketing and becoming a great promoter online. So I hope that made sense. I hope that will teach you exactly what you need to do to be successful online. And go ahead and click that link, and I'll see you on the next page. Take care.